Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different. I'm actually going to show you how I managed to buy some of Kylie Jenner's highlighters. I know a lot of people struggle to buy Kylie's things online, and I was actually buying a few for myself and my family and friends and figured why not film the whole process. So I was going to actually use my main camera to film it, but instead I thought I'd film it using my screen film. QuickTime does this really cool thing on Macs where it can actually film your screen, so that's what I did. So I'm literally going to go through the whole process with you. You're going to watch as I buy the highlighters myself, and you're going to see all my tips and tricks in how to score Kylie's products on their first launch. It's honestly the craziest process, and I feel like I'm kind of trained, like kind of ninja in how to buy her stuff. So my family and friends do really rely on me to grab things, hence why you'll see I'm buying a few of all the colors, well, attempting to. So if you want to see how I managed to score the highlighters, then just keep watching. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure you're on Kylie's site at least 10 minutes before the launch time. So for today, it was 10 AM for us Sydney girls. So I was on the site at 9:50 AM. This probably seems a little bit crazy, but in Kylie's world of launches, you really need to make sure you know exactly what you want, what colors you want, and with this launch, there were quite a few different shades coming out. So I just went back through Instagram, had a scroll, made sure the shades I wanted was actually what I wanted, and just got ready because the second it hits the time, you need to be prepared. So I also like to, about 2 minutes before, keep a really close eye on the time. I actually go off the seconds, just to make sure when the hand hits the next minute, it's dead on me refreshing. So for today it was 10 AM, so at 9:58 I clicked on my clock at the top of my screen and I changed it to view as analog, and then if you re-click it again, it actually shows you the countdown of the seconds. So I just kept an eye on that until it hit 10 AM. So at 10 AM I hit refresh. Now because the web page was loaded as /password, it opened up the same one again and not actually Kylie's homepage. So I just typed back in www.kyliecosmetics.com and it took me to the main page with the highlighters, and I just opened up the 3 colors I wanted in individual tabs, so I didn't have to keep pressing back and wasting a lot of time. So it was French Vanilla, and I just changed the quantity to 4, but it actually was only allowed to have 3. So it automatically updated to 3. Cotton Candy Cream, added it to cart, changed quantity to 3, pressed enter, and then Salted Caramel did the exact same thing. So because I was buying for friends and family, I had to be really quick with my quantities to see how much Kylie actually allowed us to take, and because it was 3, it automatically updated the rest to 3. If you're only buying 1, it's a lot simpler, but because I'm always the Kylie buyer in my family, I really wanted to make sure my quantities were right. And then I allowed my checkout page to load, and while that was loading, in the previous tab, I signed into my account just to make sure when the web pages started loading that I was all signed in. So now I'm actually going to copy and paste the link and open up quite a lot of web pages with the checkout waiting screen. So when you go to checkout, if you've never been on the site before, Kylie puts you in like a waiting bay, and it's kind of first in, best dressed, so you're not meant to refresh the page. Because of that, it's a little bit risky. If your page doesn't load and then you start refreshing it, you're going to lose your spot. So I just like to copy and paste the URL and pop it into quite a few tabs. I normally have like sometimes 8 to 10 running, because most of the time the 4th or 5th tab is actually going to be the one that loads, and the other ones sometimes don't even load, and by the time I've done a purchase through my 5th tab, my first tab has said everything has been sold out. So just keep an eye on all your tabs, click on them, make sure they're loading the waiting bay and not the checkout screen, because you don't want to miss it when it gets to the checkout screen. So I just keep clicking the tabs, and then if I start getting impatient, I'll just copy and paste and open up a few more tabs. Don't be scared of opening up tabs because they really do work in your favor. Now, unfortunately for this launch, I had taken my computer to Apple a few weeks before and they completely wiped it. So all of my information on my account, like my Visa card details, were not saved. My address was there because that's something you put in manually to save to your profile, but my Visa card details weren't. So when the screen's loaded, I just clicked proceed to checkout and proceed to payment. And then Kylie started this new thing with calculating taxes, and it cost me a lot of time because the screen just wouldn't load. And it says, if your taxes don't calculate within the next few seconds, refresh the page. So I started refreshing the page, and it just would not happen. Like nothing was changing. And then by the time it did refresh, I managed to get to payment, the payment screen. I popped in my card details, and cotton candy cream had actually sold out because it had taken so long to calculate the taxes. So I just popped in all my payment details, clicked it again, it did my taxes again, and then it was done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was something really different. I don't normally film things like this, but when I found out that Kylie was releasing another new product, I thought, why not show girls who don't know how to score the items how to score them. So hopefully these tips and tricks will work for you. If you want more advice or you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment down below and I'll make sure to get back to you straight away. I also have a kind of subscribe thing on my blog that I'll link down below, and basically you sign up for email newsletters and I tell you all the releases, when they're coming up, the release times, dates, etc. And I do main countries, I think like America, Singapore, Australia. If there's a country though that doesn't come through in the newsletter, let me know if you're from that country and you do want to find out the release times, and I'll be sure to add it. So that'll be all down below. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed. It was really fun for me to create, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.